Hi everyone and welcome. So before I start this early review, I just want to personally thank my friends over at We Live Film, Ashley and Scott Menzel, for this opportunity. Thank you guys so much. I've been very excited to see this film for a while now, and it is one of my most anticipated films of the year 2015. The film, of course, I'm talking about is called Straight Outta Compton, and I got to go to an early press screen tonight with my really good friend Gabe, Stuff Brain Entertainment. Hopefully he'll do a bunch of reviews for We Live Film for his own channel. We also did a review together on We Live Film. Please go check that out so you can find out what he thought of the movie. Now, this film, of course, is about the rap group from the late 80s, early 90s, NWA. We get to know the 5 members of the group, especially, of course, the 3 members who influence music to this day. Whether they're living or dead, they are changing the world every day through their music. And I was aware of NWA and, of course, Ice Cube and Dr. Dre and Eazy-E. Didn't really know the other group members, DJ Yella and MC Rem, and they have a small part in this film. But the main focus of the movie, of course, is those 3 guys. And we get to know them through actors O'Shea Jackson Jr., who plays Ice Cube. Of course, he is the son of Ice Cube. Dr. Dre is played by Corey Hawkins, and Eazy-E is played by Jason Mitchell. 3 actors that I've never heard about or seen in anything else until tonight. Now, the cast is a big cast. There's a lot of unknowns. Some other people that I have seen before, I can't really point out where, though I believe the actor who was in Short Term 12 plays Snoop Dogg. So I'm pretty excited that he was a part of the film. The main star, the big star of this film, are those 3 actors, of course. They're the main star, but into the supporting role, we get the great actor Paul Giamatti, who plays the manager, and we get to see their relationship and the history of NWA, the history of Los Angeles during that time, and how they changed the world through music, and how they fought the police, they fought censorship, they fought themselves, they fought their manager, they fought other people who were also in the rap community. And I'm a person who loves music. I love all kinds of music except for a few genres. But I'm not the biggest fan or aficionado when it comes to hip-hop and rap. I'm just not really into that music. But I was aware of what was going on during that time, though I didn't know much about what was going on. So that's why I was really excited to see this film. I was also excited the fact that F. Gary Gray was directing this movie, and I don't know if he's directed a film in a while. And I like the guy. I'm a fan of him. I met him. He's really nice. And this is kind of a movie that is kind of a full circle in whatever. Because my point I was trying to make before I lost it is that Ice Cube and F. Gary Gray made a classic comedy 20 years ago, Friday, and now they're working together again because Dr. Dre and Ice Cube are producers of this film, and F. Gary Gray, of course, directed Ice Cube in Friday, and now he's directed. So it's been 20. So I think it's just a really cool reunion of those 2 guys. Now, how's the movie? Is it any good? Will it just be for fans, or can the regular film goer appreciate it, even though they're not really aware of this music or what was going on in Los Angeles during this time? I don't know how can you not. There was a lot of crazy stuff that happened in the late 80s, early 90s in Los Angeles. But for someone like myself who loves biopics and loves movies like this, I was very excited. And I will tell you, it met my expectations. It didn't exceed my expectations, though there were times in the movie where I was saying, this is an amazing film. Then there were other times in the film that I'll get into. I'll just get into it right now, and then we can talk about all the amazing stuff about it without trying to spoil anything. Unless you know about NWA, and you know the history, you know everything about it, then you can find that out online. But if you're someone like me who's not really aware of what actually happened, I hope it's an amazing experience for you as it was for me. I really just loved the vibe of the film. The sound was great. We had a great soundtrack, or I should say sound system, that really made the soundtrack so enjoyable. I was bobbing my head, I was tapping my toes, moving my body. A lot of great music that I was aware of, but didn't really know where it came from. I think there's some amazing music that's in this film that's not from NWA, that was incorporated in the film that was done very well. I do want to, before okay, so let's talk about the things I didn't like really quick. There's only a couple of things. So what I didn't like about the movie is some of the pacing issues, some of the plot points in the film. Whether they're true or not, I did talk to Gabe, and he said most of the movie is accurate, and most of the movie tries to encapsulate everything that's possible about this story. The movie's 2.5 hours, and of course, life is longer than that, so you got to like try and cram in all the best parts you can in a movie. So for me, some of the pacing was a little off at times, and some of the plot elements or the way the actors approached some of the plot kind of didn't work for me at times. But for the most part, I was emotionally involved with the characters. I cared about what was happening. I liked some of the dynamic between the guys and Paul Giamatti. I liked the relationship. I'm glad in this film, even though we really only get to know Dr. Dre and Eazy-E and Ice Cube, we do get a hint of some of the other people that were a part of this group and some of the other people that were a part of this world. So that was nice. I know it's hard to balance all of this in a film like this because there's just so much that happens. But I felt like they did a really great job. Now the other thing that I didn't like about this movie really quick. I didn't like the guy who was playing Suge Knight. Now, we've seen Suge Knight in the media. I don't know him, of course, in real life. But we've heard so many different things in the media that he is a very intimidating person and someone you probably don't want to deal with in real life. He's a powerful personality. And the guy who was playing the film, he was okay. He looked like Suge Knight. But to me, he never came off as Suge Knight. I never really believed him in that role. But other than that, I think this movie is a great film that has superior acting. I think everybody is really amazing and really becomes their characters. O'Shea Jackson Jr., who is, of course, the son of Ice Cube, I heard he did a lot of work to really try his hardest to become his father. He becomes his father in this film. The guy who plays Dr. Dre does a really good job. I don't know if I really believed him to be Dr. Dre, but I believed his character. I believed his performance. He was great. Paul Giamatti gives one of the best performances of his career. I would love for him to get some award consideration. I just think he did a really great job in his performance. There's a lot of depth, and I felt his performance to be very interesting. It's a great year for Paul Giamatti. Not only was he in this great biopic, but he was also in Love and Mercy about the Beach Boys. And he was great in that film as well. But the actor I really want to talk about the most is the guy who played Eazy-E. Of course, his name again is Jason Mitchell, and he gives the best performance of the entire film. He is the film. You really care about Eazy-E and what happens to him. Of course, if you know what happened to Eazy-E in the 90s, then you know what's going to happen to him. But I felt, even though I knew that, it was still an emotional experience through his amazing acting. And if this film at least gets one nomination for the Academy Awards, at least for the Oscars, I would love to see this guy get nominated for Best Actor. I would hope that the studio, Universal, has been a great year for Universal. This is another great film from them for Universal. And I really hope that they would champion this actor to at least get a nomination. He doesn't have to win, but it would be nice to see this kid get nominated. He becomes Eazy-E. You know, I never knew Eazy-E, of course, but through the footage that we've seen, through the interviews, through the music, he really becomes this person. I didn't see this actor. I saw Eazy-E. And I can pretty much say that for almost everybody involved. The performances were great. The direction by F. Gary Gray. This is the best film that he has made, especially since Friday, but I think this is the best film that he has ever made. And I think they paid so much respect to the material. I really think they did the best job that they could. It's not a perfect job. It's near perfection. I like the message of the film. I like the idea of expressing yourself, having the freedom to express yourself, fighting censorship, fighting the police, fighting whatever you feel is really bringing yourself down. And I really enjoyed this film. I think this is a solid, really great biopic that really captures the essence of everything, the music, the times, the people, and it's a really great film that could have gone on for another half an hour. I was really that involved. I guess I was taken out from time to time with the few issues that I have. But for the most part, I was in this story. I cared about the characters, I cared about the journey, and thankfully, since I didn't know much about it, it felt new and fresh and interesting to me throughout the entire time. Highly recommend the film, whether you are a fan of NWA or not, whether you're a fan of hip-hop or rap or not, but if you really like great biopic cinema, this is a film that you need to see. Really enjoyed it. Comment box below. What did you think of the film? Are you looking forward to it? Have you seen it? Let's talk about it. I'd really like to start a dialogue. Thank you so much for watching. I am going to give Straight Outta Compton, I'm going to give the film a solid 3.5 stars out of 4. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and share this video. And also, please check out these amazing movie websites. And if you enjoyed this review, please click here to subscribe to my channel, and also please check out all my recent reviews right here on YouTube. Have a great day, live film, find peace, happiness, and harmony in anything and everything you do, and I'll talk to you at my next movie review.